Today is draft night, and it's a night where we can all make fun of the Pacers for giving up a top five pick. But I actually want to defend their process a little bit. Now, let me say this is a bad trade because of the value. Like giving up the fifth pick in the draft and then another unprotected first round pick in 2029. Who knows what that could turn into? It's not Ivica Zubac in a vacuum is not worth that much, but to a contending team like the Pacers, the fifth overall pick for Zubac straight up is the type of trade you make. Because right now you're firmly in your contending window, and I think people don't understand just how quickly windows can pass, championship windows can close. Right now you have an MVP level offensive talent in Tyrese Halliburton, either in his prime or entering his prime. Maybe he regresses from the Achilles injury, but based on the last time you saw him, this is the sort of person that you can build your franchise around, and he can bring you championships, and you need to surround him with this talent right now. A lot of teams that we believe are poised to contend have their championship windows closed like sooner than we expect because GMs and front offices make bad moves or unforeseen things happen. Like this Spurs team right now, they're in the finals, or they just, played in the finals. They look poised to contend for the next 10, 15 years, right? Who knows? We could look back in 10 years and they could have never made the finals again. Just like the OKC Thunder in 2012. They had this young, great core, and it's like obviously they're the team to beat for the next couple years, even though they lost. And they never made it back to the finals with that core because of injuries and, a poor GM move, letting James Harden leave. These windows go by so quick. And if you use that fifth overall pick on a player that's not like the top four prospects can probably help you contend next year. But if you're using that pick on anyone else like Darius Acuff, Keaton Wagler, Michael Brown, these players cannot help you compete next year when you or the Knicks are number one and number two contender in the East. Like this is before any other free agency things happen. Who knows what happens with Giannis? You are the two premier contenders in the East, and you need to maximize your window while you still have Tyrese Halliburton, while you still have Pascal Siakam at their best. And the number one hole was a starting center, and so you get a cheap, really good center to hold down the interior while having these other players around them. That is easily worth any of the prospects 5 through 30. This was absolutely the best trade to make, even though you definitely lost in terms of value. And if that 2029 first round pick turns into something crazy, who cares? Who cares if they draft like a Hall of Famer with this pick, right? Because right now you are firmly in your contending window and you need to try to compete before you lose your opportunity.